Well, good evening, Glendale Heights United Methodist Church. This is Pastor John
Emily.
and our special guest tonight is Stevie Grace Shugart. We'll give everyone a couple minutes to jump on the feed. We have power tonight, which was not the case last night, so we're glad to have lights back on. Little stressful. We only lost power for about an hour and a half, so that's why we couldn't do the live feed last night. But we're here tonight to do it and to introduce you to the newest member of Glendale Heights United Methodist Church. So we'll give everyone just a few minutes to get on. I'll take care of some business, and then we will introduce you to Stevie Grace. All right. So just before we get going, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who has stepped up and helped us out with the virtual worship the last couple weeks and to help keep the church going. It's been really awesome to have lay leadership in our church that has been willing to let me spend a couple weeks and a couple Sundays here being a dad and being at home. And so I just say thank you so much for that. We are so appreciative. And for those of you who said we would have our hands full when she came, you were right. So it's been really nice to only have to focus on being here and being with Emily and Stevie. So I'm really appreciative of that. Also, just as a way of announcement, this week we are going to continue to worship virtually. We will not be worshiping in person at our building this week, and I just wanted to make sure that's very clear for this week. We'll send that out via email this week as well. It'll be virtual worship, and Tom Simmons will be your preacher this week, and that'll be exciting. Amy Davis, I'm sure, is going to do some great music for y'all, and we'll continue that for the foreseeable future. Like we had mentioned, we talked about trying to figure out a way to do communion. We're still working on that, and I'm thankful for your patience as I take some time, I guess, as paternity leave, but also to as we kind of figure this out together for what it means to continue worshiping virtually. And I want to make sure that people know that this is a decision that's made as we've been making in line with what we think is best for our congregation and our community. We want to make sure that we are taking care of those in our congregation who would be in the vulnerable category, but also just what we think is best for our witness as a church. Churches are built on trust with the community, and we want to make sure that we are as faithful as possible as a worshiping community as we make strides towards reopening with everything else that's going on. So that's a decision made to do no harm, our Methodist principle, also to keep people safe, but also to just be a faithful witness of loving our neighbors and to make sure that we are helping and not part of spreading this virus at this time. So we'll be virtual Sunday, and we'll send that out via email as well. And I just also want to say that, the church has not been closed. And I know for some of us that don't have means to use technology, it's been really hard not to gather in person, but our virtual worship is still a faithful witness for us as a congregation to gather and to be to worship. And so that has just been a new way, and I've been so proud of the way that we've innovated and that we've leaned into this new normal during this time. And so I just would encourage you to remember that this is just a new way of worshiping, and we're going to continue to try to be more creative to find ways to continue to stay connected and so that people don't feel lonely. But we'll just continue that virtual worship during this time. And I appreciate everybody just doing that and innovating and being passionate about that during this time. So I know you didn't come to hear me give announcements about Glendale Heights United Methodist Church. So without further ado, she was on at the very beginning before people logged on. But we have Emily and Miss Stevie Grace Shugart with us tonight. Stevie was born on May 9th at 6:20. So tomorrow she will be 2 weeks old. And she's had her grandma and grandpa on Emily's side here the first week to be with her. And now my mom is up here, and we're so glad that grandparents got to figure out how to be here and to spend time with Stevie. But we could not be, I guess, more taken and more in love with this little girl already. And we know that you all have been praying for her and loving her already. And we're excited for the time when y'all can get to meet her in person too. So Emily, do you have anything to add to that?
No, we just love her so much, and she's a happy little girl, sleepy little girl.
Yep, she pretty much sleeps and then eats, and then we change diapers, and then we do that all again all night long. So she is a sweet girl, and she is has been very good so far. Her name is Stevie Grace, and I know that Amy made an announcement, but she's named after her great-grandpa Steve, who's my grandpa, and then her grandpa Steve on Emily's side. And those two Steves in our life only had girls, and so we decided to go with Stevie Grace. And also, we can take some guesses on an open pool. We're not 100% sure what color her hair is yet. On the right now, it kind of looks blondish. All the doctors and nurses think strawberry blonde. We'll see. It could just really surprise us. So maybe in the comments write what you think her hair color will be, and we'll just have fun with those guesses because we're still guessing.
And her great-grandpa Steve is watching right now.
Yep. Say hi to great-grandpa Steve. So the new littlest member of Glendale Heights. We've got a baby in the parsonage, and it's been good so far, and it's just a new adventure for Emily and I. But it's we're excited.
Yep. So thank you all for your love and your prayers.
Yep. All right. Well, we'll keep posting pictures on our individual Facebooks. I don't think that's something that'll stop.
No.
We can't. It's hard to not just keep staring at her. But yeah, we're so glad that y'all tuned in tonight. And remember, we'll be virtual worship this week with Tom Simmons. But we wanted to introduce little Stevie, and she's sleeping right now, but she's saying hi and that she loves all you. So yeah. We'll continue to check back in with y'all, and we're praying for everyone in the congregation, and we thank you for your continued prayers for Stevie and for our new family. So thanks, everybody. Have a good rest of your week, and we hope that you'll join for our virtual worship on Sunday at 11.
Good
Thanks.
night.
Good night.